goes.
Brenner Mills, Minnesota Vikings. Just want to win one before I die.
Dalton Zongrecker, Dallas Cowboys. Just trying to earn a little respect.
Lane Cooner, the conductor of the Baker train.
What is up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of the Friday Film Room right here at Wide Eye Sports. We got the full cast and crew rocking today. Dalton, Spoon, how you boys doing?
Killing it.
Doing great.
All right. Well, we're going to get right into this. We're going to be breaking down Kyren Williams today, LA Rams running back. We're going to take a look at some things he does really well. I'm hyped. I absolutely love Kyren Williams. I thought he was such a steal when the Rams took him. And I was super hyped from the start, and he has done nothing but pan out to what I thought he could be. And so I'm super hyped for this one, boys. Let's get right into this. I'm going to bring it up on the screen right now. Boom. All right. So we got a few here, and then we got a couple others to go through. We're going to look at him versus the Saints first, and then we're going to look at him versus the Eagles. They played the Eagles twice this year. We're going to look at both games. Just a
I had
couple.
to look up something real quick, but yeah, Kyren Williams actually helped me win a fantasy championship this last year. So
Yeah, he did. I believe he had how many touchdowns did he have last year?
no idea. I know that he.
I know it was
Where
like
was
I
it?
think it was 12. Was it
Okay.
12? I think it was like 12. I think it was double digits, but I don't think it was like crazy. It wasn't like 17. All right. Without further ado, let's get into this. We're gonna switch to the end zone view here. All right. Obviously 2-3s Kyren. Get the Rams. They're gonna bring in the tight end right here. Kill. And that, he points right at the linebacker. He's talking to, I think that's Demario Davis right there. Hold on. Yeah, Demario Davis. He's letting him know, hey, he killed it. This is going to be a run. So they know what's coming. They know. He's like, look, all right, stay here. Don't get faked out. Come on the run. We're going to send the motion. And then they all, look at them. They're eyes in the back. He's watching Puka because he knows Puka's coming for him. And look at that hole. That's a good little hole right there.
I don't know if he goes through that hole though.
He doesn't go
he
through.
doesn't.
Wow. I legitimately thought he was going to make.
Well, that linebacker was coming in to plug that hole up.
Yeah, he was coming into. That's why I was wondering. And then you said that, and look at that vision. He can see.
He just
watching
sidestepped
here.
it. He was going to.
Yeah, and he sees the vision. Nope. And then look at that. Put a
And
foot
And
in
then
the
again,
dirt, foot in the dirt and get to the edge.
he's just getting lateral right there. Bro.
Yeah. 1st and 10. This is a 1st and 10. Boom. I mean, that's some acceleration right there. Look at this. Yoink. And he gets 11 yards on the play.
Yeah, he had 14 touchdowns last year on the ground.
14 touchdowns on the ground last year. All right, next play here. Get the end zone view. I don't like the side view most of the time. So we're gonna get another tight end here. Motion receiver out. All right, I'm thinking he's gonna fake this and cut it upfield early. No, he's gonna follow.
No.
He's gonna commit. He's following the blockers. Oh no, that whole trails. Break a couple tackles and get downfield. Look at that. That's good running, right? That's
whenever you can't hit the edge, you just got to run north and south.
Yeah.
And just
He's like, all right, this is find the wall, right? Like the offensive linemen do a great job right here creating this wall. He's just gonna follow it. He's just gonna stick tight to it, get upfield, break a tackle. That's Chase Young right there. That's a big man. And then he gets wrapped up here. Oop, not quite far enough. He gets wrapped up right here. So contact at the 35-yard line and goes down at the 40. Takes a dude 5 extra yards. Love that. Let's look at the next one here. All right. Oh, get some motion out of the tight end there. We're going to watch it from this view just because I think it's better. So, I mean, that's dangerously close to 2 men in motion. I mean, he's in motion and Puka's walking over. I mean, what do you guys think? It
looks like it is 2 men in motion.
Unless Puka wasn't set, maybe. I don't know, but maybe. I don't know that. Anyways, I think the run's
Burst
probably
stuff.
going to hit this side of the field.
Yeah.
Going to scoot down, bring an extra defender in. Kill, kill, kill.
Yeah, they see that, so they're
They see that. They
Call 'em
kill. They're
audible.
going to come this way. Motion. Everybody flows. Now, I think there's something starting to develop here, but I think he's going to flow to the outside here.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, maybe not. That hole
Paused
looks.
it a second too late. A second earlier, and it looks like he's just bouncing to the outside, but he's coming back up the middle.
He's got to come back up there. Yep.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's a great
Yeah,
cutback.
his lineman had all the leverage right there. Look at the not on the outside. Look to the left.
Yeah,
Where he
yeah.
goes, the linemen have all the leverage there, so that's easy.
That's
easy.
a great read by him. He sees this and he can peek through this hole and he sees Demario Davis here and he realizes he doesn't have a blocker. Cooper Kupp's got a man out here, hat on a hat, hat on a hat, hat on a hat. He knows this guy's got to try to get around, so he just cuts it back. And I mean, Davis even does a good job of recognizing it, and it's still too late.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great cutback by Kyren Williams right there. I love that. Foot in the ground, get upfield. And then he sees, okay, can't go north and south, so let's get to our blockers. And if this guy wouldn't have been standing around doing nothing.
Yeah, if he would have tried to go up a little bit, he probably could have helped him get a few more yards there.
So let's see here. Where does he get first contact? Because I don't know about you guys, but when I watch running back film, I love seeing yards after contact. That's the thing I look for most. I look to see how many yards this guy got after contact. You know, when he gets wrapped up, how many dudes is he taking for a ride and how far are they going? Those are the two things I want to see. So, boom. So we're at the 20, I'm going to call that the 28. And he goes down at the 22.5 yard line. So another 4 or 5 yards right there. I love that. That's what I want to see every single time my running back gets tackled. I want them taking a dude 5 extra yards.
It's called leg day, brother. Don't skip leg day.
Don't skip leg day, my guy. All right, we're going to go to end zone view here. All right, so we're going to get a motion again. I want which side of the ball do you think the run's going to?
Right side.
I would assume it's going to that right
Our
side.
right, offense is left.
It'd be a counter
They have 1, 2, 3 on 3 over here. I don't know if there's a cornerback set up or a safety right here. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's even numbers no matter which way they go. So it's fairly even chances they go either way, especially with the deception of having all this beef over here. If there's any motion, I'm going to go with the motion, though. They're going to go that way. And they do.
Yep.
Now look at that hole. He is head hunting right here, and then there's a hole the size of New Orleans right there. And he just cuts it upfield. Oh, look at that. Demario Davis, I would like to say, I've said his name like 5 times in the film. He's a great linebacker, dude. He is such a natural, flowy linebacker. He's always to the ball. He's always to the ball. And he does a good job, but this is just a 300-pound lineman who's getting ready to grab him, so he's kind of screwed. And Kyren does a great job to see his lineman set up, and then, okay, lineman gave me his butt this way, so I'm going to go that way. That's something they teach running backs. When you're behind the lineman, right, and you see the lineman's butt go this way, you go that way. You see their butt go this way, go that way. So he sees his butt go this way, he goes that way, right upfield, make a man.
We got a ball-gazing
Jesus.
linebacker and a butt-watching running back.
Violent here at the end. He
I
tries
think
to get that
he needs
cut.
to try to hurdle him or something there.
He tries to cut it back inside, and he catches
Yeah.
him just in the hip,
Just
and then this guy comes down
wow.
on top.
Power drive them. Oh,
And I mean, they roll right through it, so it's not as it's just this initial flip. Looks so violent. Thunk, whoop, and he just pops up. Nice, yeah. Let's
momentum.
go.
Oh, the guy that hit him looked like he took it a little bit harder.
Tyrann
Someone-
Matthew.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, Matthew. Look, he's like,
Yeah.
ow. That's a stinger in the shoulder right there, dude. That's a stinger. That doesn't feel good because he has to just plant in the ground and take on a 210 to, I think actually Kyron's like 215 pound dude just burying his body into your shoulder. That That don't feel good for either guy, but it feels a lot less good for this guy. And then Kyren pops up. And he's like, damn, I almost had him. Love that. All right, last play here. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm saying they're taking it to the left here. Oh, but their motion's going right, so that would lead you to believe right.
I was about to say, man, sometimes,
Just an A gap, just right up the middle. They're just going up the middle with this one. They're playing it nice and safe. They're going to shoot this A gap right here. They tried to, anyways.
It looks broken from right.
This
so
looks-
looking at it from
Busted.
right here, yeah, it looks like it's a busted play.
They have
so I'm kind
Pat,
of curious.
They got
it looks like he's about to
Stuffer.
get. Yeah, it looks like he's about to get nailed.
So what I think is about to happen here, Puka's about to come around this edge and push this guy into this guy. This guy's going to hold his block, and Kyren's
He's
going
gonna
to get.
keep going and bounce
He's
out
going to
to
get
the right
over
some
here
more.
somewhere. He's going to end
Behind
up over
Cooper.
here somewhere.
I bet he goes behind.
Oh!
Cooper. Yep.
Look at that. That was like a bounce. Look at this. It's like he bounced.
Bounced off
This
his own
dude
lineman.
hits
there.
him and sends him that way.
More momentum, man.
I mean, literally, the lineman the tight end uses his ass to throw him. Watch. Throw.
A lot of ass play. Going on in this game.
84. Who's 84? 84 is Hunter Long, and he takes on number 96, who is Carl Granderson. Carl Granderson. And Granderson throws the tight end into Williams. Great contact balance by Williams here to bounce off that, evading 2 tacklers because of it. And then the cornerback's like, shit. And just, gets a free first down there. I think Kyren should have just tried to beat him to the edge here. He has momentum. Just try to beat him out here.
I feel like he needs to try to cut that back, right? I would have.
No, if he
tried to
cuts
cut
that
it
back, this guy will be right here by then, and he'll be
Okay.
cutting back, and he'll get the tackle. I think if he just runs to the edge, I think he gets about the same amount of yards anyways, but he has the opportunity to get up the sideline and ends up like out right here or in the end zone. But I don't know. Whenever he's right here, this, to me, he's got one man to beat. Get to the edge and get around. But instead, he just tries to juke him out. I think it's because he was off balance and he didn't think he had enough speed to get there
Yeah.
because he was off balance. But you have the advantage. Just take it. Just run to this point right here. Just right there. And he can run down the line. And then you get to probably in this area up in here. And he, couple extra yards. I'm not mad at it. That's a broken play that should be done. It should be done right here, right? Like they should get this tackle. This should be for a loss of 3 yards, and he ends up getting 10. So real tough to be mad about that one. All right, let's look at the next set of plays here. Only a couple on this one. This is in the divisional round against Philadelphia here. We're gonna look at what he does against the best. This is early in the game. Philly's up 6-0, so it's not in the blowout territory or anything. They're not running the ball. Philly's expecting the run still. It's 1st and 10. Run is still very much in play. Let's see what happens against the best defense in the NFL last season. All right, well, Jesus Christ, both of these D tackles get upfield real early, and Jalen Carter's an animal and sees this dude coming and goes, yeah, not going to let you just free wall me off. And the tight end does a great job of keeping Carter from getting thrown. Oh my
great
God, what
vision,
vision. I don't even know how he saw those holes. I couldn't see those holes. Like he does this and he sees that. And he slips through there, makes this man. I mean,
it's man. I'm telling you, it's physics. It's got to be this guy knowing where people are headed and knowing
he
where
sees
to
him
go
coming.
to offset that exactly.
And then
And he knows. Yeah.
pops back inside, breaks a tackle, keeps his balance, keeps going, and then boom, we gotta look from the other angle to see how many yards after contact he gets here. So let's see here. He's gonna get right there. He's getting grabbed around the ankle. So right at the 50 is the first contact. And he gets to almost the 34. Gets about 15 yards there against the best defense in the NFL, especially against the run.
After contact, though, that's a 20-yard run.
Yeah, he's I'll even get it, right there he's getting contacted. So maybe the 49, maybe only gets 13 yards after contact, but still. This is absolutely phenomenal. Keeps the balance, shakes the tackle, gets north and south immediately. Covered that little cover right here. He covers the ball right there. He double clutches the ball, which is really good considering he has 3 dudes. And look, a dude throwing a punch in at the last second, trying to strip that ball. Watch him throw a punch. You guys see that? Carter's literally wind up to throw that punch to just try to knock that ball out. And Kyren Williams does a really good job of making sure he just double clutches there at the end not to lose that ball after a huge gain.
I feel like we all forget about this game right here, just how this is the closest game that the Eagles had their whole playoff run.
Mm-hmm.
They blew out the Commanders, they blew out the Chiefs, but the only team to play them tough was the Rams.
I mean, the Commanders' offense hung in with them a little bit, but not like. No. I think it was 21-41, right?
No, it was 55-23.
23. Okay. So I mean, putting up 23 points in a NFC Championship game isn't anything to scoff at, but they did get blown out. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying the Commanders' offense didn't get annihilated. But no, the Rams game was 1,000% the closest anybody got to Philadelphia this postseason. So it started snowing a little later in the game. Still a ball game, 10-13, 1st and 10. Obviously, we've talked before. Snow favors the running back. I think we looked at Saquon in this exact game.
I'm pretty sure.
Check that out on the channel. That's over on the channel. You can check that Saquon Barkley film breakdown out. All right, we're gonna get motion here. Watch this one. He's gonna cut up field. That's a good wall. That's a good wall right there. We'll see it in the other view here in just a second. That's a good wall. He's just getting north and south. And look at all the yards after contact. Oh my God, I love it. All right, here we go. So you got 1, 2, 3 on this side, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So heavy favor to the offense's right, our left. But motion. And it's supposed to go that way, right? Like Cooper Kupp's getting around the edge. This guy's blocking. They're supposed to go this way, but he sees this wall happening. This is elite vision. This is crazy vision. Like, look at him. He sees it right there. He's going this way, and he sees that wall forming, and he goes, "Oh, I can make that." And then he shoots this little gap, hurdles. Are we calling that a hurdle?
I think he just kind of hopped over him just a little bit.
I'm calling that a hurdle. Look, this guy's diving his feet. He gets over him. I'm calling that a hurdle. Hurdle's a defender. It's not like a Saquon hurdle, but it's a hurdle. Makes it, wrapped up, face mask in the chest. I mean, that is a good form tackle. Shakes it off like it's nothing. This guy's got full speed. I think that's Zach Bond, right? Isn't it? I can't. Where? Yeah, Zach Bond. Right here. Has him. And he gets, that's just, grabs him at we're going to call that the 17, and takes him all the way to the 7.
7, yeah.
10 extra yards. And we're getting, I'm going to call this first contact because he's hurdling a defender. Like, that's might as well be contact. Like, it's slowing him up. It's stopping him up. So we're going to call the 34-yard line. And then again at the 28-yard line. And then again at the 17-yard line. And then goes down at the 7-yard line. That is some elite level ball. That's some elite level running back. I love it. What is going on here? Well, this is new.
Oh, is it not loading these plays for you?
Well, it's not loading the page. Like the whole page is like freaking out. Oh, Kyren. All right, there's Kyren Williams 1. Oh, there we go.
There
Cool.
it is.
I was like, what is going on right now? All right, here we go. Back to the
back to
regularly
Philly.
scheduled program. Look at Kyren Williams against the Eagles earlier in the season. This is in the regular season at LA. So motion. You're gonna get another motion coming to the left. All right. I'm seeing right in through here. Kyren is elite with the cutback game, and I think that's what this is set up to do. In, and then out. So they're setting this lane up right here.
Yep.
Lyman lost his helmet.
Someone's helmet just blew off.
Yeah, this lineman right here. It's this, yeah, right there. You see the helmet right there, right here. See if we can backtrack. Yeah, right here. This matchup right here.
Just swipes it off him.
He
That's
tries
a face
to
mask.
swim move around. Well, no, he tries to swim move around him, and the arm catches the helmet, and it comes off his head.
Still though, I mean,
and his head and his wave cap.
Yeah.
Wave cap going flying. And Kyren's like, yeah, screw that helmet.
I'm gonna run right by
I would like to see Kyren break it back this way. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Oh,
that's what I'm saying, man.
Oh my God! I was like, man, he's gonna get tackled right here because he broke it towards the safety.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, he should.
Oh. I'm like, oh,
yeah, that's where
run towards the green grass because this guy breaks down and he's got his butt's facing this way. He has room.
Yeah, but he's also He's
just gonna
and
take
then Kyren goes.
He looks like he's about to get taken right there.
Kyren goes, I don't care. First contact. We're gonna call it the 20 or the 33-yard line, and then doesn't care. Goes all the way down to the 20 or the 16. Like that hurts. First of all, the safety currently has his head in Darius Slay's junk. That will not feel good. Ouchie, no bueno. Please don't do this. And then keep the feet moving. Breaks a tackle. Gardner Johnson gets there, jumps on him. As far as Gardner Johnson, that's first contact at the 22. Another 5-6 yards every time with the double clutch on the ball to keep the ball safe. That's dude. He's not Kyren isn't he's not Adrian Peterson. He's not Barry Sanders. He's not any of that. But he's just such a physical, smart running back. Like that's how I would describe it. Just physical and smart. He's not afraid of contact. He'll take it. He'll keep going through it. And then he's smart. He double clutches the ball. He realizes he's in open space. He realizes he's not going to get away from him. So he's like, I'm going to keep the ball and keep my legs moving and get as many yards as I can. I love that. I love that. We got a couple more plays here. Last two plays of the film breakdown, if you can even call it that. We just like watching film. We like raw dog in the film. We love it. we never seen any of this before. All right. So I got a tight end on the right, receiver on the left. Probably going to be some motion of some kind. Yep. We're going to run it to the left. Yep. So, I mean, that's a as far as NFL standards, that's a pretty good size hole. He might end up bouncing it outside though. Nope. North and south. And he doesn't go for a ton of yards after contact there, but he gets contact around the main yard marker there. I don't even know what yard line that is. And he gets another 3 yards, the 40, and he gets to the 38, 37, so 2-3 yards. A few yards less than he normally gets, but at the same time, he's also making a cut and gets tackled mid-cut, which is a lot harder to break a tackle. He's, trying to get outside and gets tackled. So a lot of his momentum carries him side to side there instead of north and south, which, his momentum that's carrying him north and south usually helps him get a few extra yards. All right, last play here. All right, so we're going to get LA in their. This is pretty much their bread and butter offense here. You know, just shotgun, one tight end on the field, two receiver set. This is their.
You
bread
got
and
6
butter.
defenders in the box, 6 people on the line. This is perfect. It's exactly what you want.
With the motion, the Sean McVay motion. And then they're just going to this is a zone run. They're just going to let Kyren pick his spot here. Be patient. This is the Le'Veon Bell special. This is what Le'Veon Bell used to do right here. He just gets it, and then he gets to be patient, wait for the block to develop, and then hit the hole.
Just hit the hole. Yep. Good broken tackle.
I never realized that until I just watched this play, but that is who Kyren reminds me of, is Le'Veon. He's not as good as Le'Veon Bell was, because Le'Veon Bell in his prime was fucking one of the best backs in the league. Underrated as hell. But this is what Le'Veon... We should do a film breakdown on Le'Veon Bell. We should do that. His patience is the best patience of all time of any runner.
Yeah, he will literally just sit there.
And he would like kind of bounce in the pocket like a quarterback and then take off.
Yep.
And that's kind of what Kyren does here. Look,
it was the acceleration that would just kill.
Kyren does the same thing. He just kind of waits for this hole to open up, hits the hole hard, breaks a tackle, breaks a second tackle, and gets hit. You know, he's being wrapped up as he gets hit by the safety. So first contact's right here at this main yard marker. He gets 8 more yards after contact there. I mean, it's all he does. He just keeps getting yards after contact. I love it. And that's a mess. That is not a clean run. He gets hit hard. Excuse me. Yeah, Throtter. I love this run. This is pretty running. This is pretty. Just wait, hit the hole, break a tackle, carry your man, take a hit, hold on to the football. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I can't express to you for an 11-yard play how pretty this is to me. This is exactly what I want out of my running back every play. If I could get a running back that could do this every time, I would pay them whatever they wanted. Now, granted, getting 11 yards every time he touches football is almost impossible, but just the way he just waits. He just waits for it to develop and then pops through the hole. I'm going to get through. Yep. Break a tackle. I'm going to try. And he gets double tapped, so not much he can do there. But yeah, that's Kyren Williams, guys. As LA Rams fans know, a top-end elite running back. Still rather young. I think he's only 25, 24. Spoon, do you know off the top of your head?
No, I don't, but it'll take me 2 seconds.
I got it right here. I'm looking it up right now. He's 24. Yep. He's 24 and will be 25 when the season starts. So still a lot of tread left on those tires, and he's been good for a couple years now. So lots of dynasty managers out there should really keep in mind about Kyren. You know, maybe if you can get him on the cheap, this offseason, try to trade for him. All right, you guys got anything else you want to add? Anything you want to say about Kyren before we hop off?
Excited to watch.
All right, well, make sure to check out the other film breakdowns on the channel. If you like this one, like it. If you like us, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.